Well, after some 5 months on the run, the last escapee from that New Orleans correctional facility, Derrick Groves, has been apprehended and is now in custody. Our Jonathan Seri following all of the breaking news from our bureau in Atlanta, where this all went down. Jonathan.
Hi there, John. This all happened this afternoon, just moments ago. There was a brief standoff outside a home in southwest Atlanta, and then authorities emerged with a man in custody. His hands appeared to be zip-tied behind his back. It appeared that he was cooperating with police and not resisting their arrest. It was a multi-agency response. A SWAT team surrounded the home, and now it appears that Groves is back in custody. He had turned 28 while he was on the run. He was the last inmate still on the run after the May 16 jailbreak, in which 10 inmates escaped from the Orleans Justice Center in New Orleans. Security cameras showed the inmates removing a toilet and escaping through a hole in the wall behind it, climbing barbed wire fences and crossing a busy highway during their escape. The inmates left behind the words scrawled on the wall, "Too easy." LOL. Authorities charged 14 people, some of them relatives of the inmates, for allegedly assisting in their escape. Convicted of 2 counts of second-degree murder, Groves was in jail awaiting formal sentencing with an expected penalty of 2 life sentences with no chance of parole. While he was on the run, authorities had offered a $50,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. That arrest finally happening right here in the city of Atlanta. John?
You know, Jonathan, you think about how many lives were at risk with him being at large as long as he was. Remember, most of the inmates were caught within a week of this escape happening. He's been at large now for 5 months. The Orleans Parish District Attorney's Office described him as a cold-blooded killer. He's obviously got a history of violent crime. But, I mean, 5 months on the run, a cold-blooded killer could have caused a lot of harm. So we're watching these pictures live out of Atlanta, and we obviously hope that this is what is happening, that he is captured.
Yeah, Louisiana authorities confirming that this is him, that this is Groves, the man that they took into custody here in Atlanta. But yes, after all of these months on the run, it just shows that he was highly capable in evading authorities and apparently getting some help during the process.
Yeah, I mean, it is 469 miles between New Orleans and Atlanta. So clearly, I don't think he just took the bus to Atlanta. It's possible that he had some help in getting there. This was a joint effort between Crime Stoppers, the United States Marshal Service, the FBI, Homeland Security Investigations, Louisiana State Police, the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office, the New Orleans Police Department, and the Atlanta Police Department. It was believed that he was the ringleader and engineered this escape back in May, and that letting all the other inmates out might have been intended as cover so that he could get away, that he could have done this by himself, but wanted all the other 9 out there to sort of run interference for him, blocking and tackling as he made his way much further away, because to the best of my knowledge, the other 9 inmates who were with him, Jonathan, got caught a lot closer to New Orleans than he did.
Yeah, it happened much more quickly, and so, you know, at this point it's still speculation, but the fact that he was on the run for the longest suggests that perhaps he knew what he was doing more than the other inmates.
Nah, he did, man. Let's just start it off like this. He definitely knew what he was doing, and I'll give him a round of applause for being a top criminal, right? And I'm glad he didn't hurt anybody in that time frame, because why? He was charged with 2 counts of murder. He was about to be sentenced to life. 2 life sentences without possibility of parole. You know what that means? That means he know he ain't going to be free. And then he escaped, which means he know if he get caught, he going back in for real. So he should have found some way to probably get out the country, because if you got caught, your life is going to be in a jail cell for the rest of your life. So you might as well attempt to leave the country, right? I would assume. That's what a very smart criminal would do. He wasn't that smart, but he was smart. He was smart enough to, if this is true, run interference by letting the rest of them go, so then they'll capture them and have their resources put on them while he can go in a different direction. Now, that's very intelligent. Now, that's funny because I thought he was already caught. I guess that was misinformation. I don't know how I heard that information, but I thought he was caught. Maybe Facebook told me. I thought he was dressed up as a girl at a convenience store trying to work. That's what I heard. It probably was somebody that looked just like him, but it was a female. Look, he's 28 years old, G. 2 murder charges, double sentence, better be sentenced to life, no parole. I'm 28 years old, G. YouTube, moneymaker, nursing field, truck driving, focused, getting the money. See, you ain't got to be like this. We all not like that, bro. We was born same year, different outcomes, different perceptions of what we want in life. So for those people out there, hey, these are people out here that do dumb shit. And that's why you got to be led by leaders and not by people like this. Now, I'm not going to say he wasn't the leader of the criminals, because he did get away, and he was away the furthest. He was the first away, and he was the last one to get caught. Now, could he have done this more smartly? Yes. He could have got out the country somehow. I would have wanted to get out the country somehow. I would have been in talks with Mexico or some other country where I can go, because you got to think about it. If you're going to serve a life sentence without the possibility of parole, that means you're going to be in the jail forever. And you got out. Don't stay in the country, bro. Immediately leave. Immediately try to get out that country, bro. Somehow, some way, get gone. Don't stay. Don't stay in the country. Smuggle your way out or whatever. Don't stay in this country if you're wanted by said country. I'm just saying. I'm no criminal. You got to think like a smart person and a criminal if you want to get away from the people. You got to be smarter than the people that's trying to catch you if you're trying to run away from the people. You get what I'm saying? That being said, now, rumors say that he is the smartest one of the group. But I was happening to scroll through Instagram last night, and I ran into DJ Academics' page. And this is what it stated. It stated, read it, Derrick Groves was reportedly caught after an argument with his alleged girlfriend in the morning before his arrest. Now, before we continue with this conversation, I want to also add that she should be sentenced too for harboring a fugitive. And anybody else that they find that was helping this guy get away from Louisiana, New Orleans, they should be caught too, because the risk that they put everybody's lives into. Of course, this guy can just blend in, unlike the other guy that had the face tats that got caught right before this guy. He can't really blend in as much. This guy can blend in. But he still got distinctive neck tattoos. If he didn't that, he could possibly cut his hair off, cut his beard off, and actually blend in a lot more smoothly as a regular person. Walk within us, right? The girlfriend should also be charged because he was at the girlfriend's house. Now, rumor has it, I'm going to read this little statement on the side. It says, WSB just reported a neighbor said he has been living there with his girlfriend. So the neighbor probably seen him too. You know, black people don't too much tell on black people that often. Unless you put a really steep reward on it, black people will let crime happen. I know. I'm a victim. I'm a suspect of said things. I see things happening, and I kind of just like, it ain't my business, right? Not saying it's right, but in this aspect, it's different. The neighbor said that he's been living there with his girlfriend. That the neighbor said he heard Derrick and his girlfriend fighting earlier that morning. Then a few hours later, SWAT converted on the neighborhood and the house. And I bet nobody called the New Orleans tip line at all. The girlfriend got mad and ratted him out. Now, this is accusations. Allegedly, the girlfriend ratted him out. But if the neighbor said he's been there for a decent amount of time, he's been living there with his girlfriend, that means they've seen them constantly, frequently, in and out the house. The neighbor didn't say nothing cool. That means if everything goes copacetic, nobody sees you abnormally, nobody's telling. The tip line was not called. Somebody directly called them and said he's here. Now, I ain't no scientist, I don't know a detective or nothing, but let's put clue things. If you arguing with your girlfriend that morning, a few hours, 3 hours is few. 3 is few. A few hours later, SWAT team surrounding the place. helicopters, Blackhawks, SWAT team, police department, sheriff's department, state police surrounding the area. She told, bro. She told. Maybe he just tried to get some cat on the side after being free. And she like, oh, you free and you gonna cheat? I gotta tell on you. You're going back to prison for life. See? But she's also the one that helped him hide out. So I don't know if she's good or bad. I would say she's bad because she's like, well, we had an argument. Now you about to serve life sentence. For sure. You definitely ain't getting out because you also a fugitive that is running. See, she had the power of his life in her hand. And one phone call later, yeah, he's here. Come get him. I'm for sure it's him. Surround the place. Break down the door. I bet the door was unlocked, G. They just walked in. It don't even matter. They looking for me, fugitive. America's most wanted. You see, this is why you can't trust a woman. Not all of them, but then again, she could have just not did that, tell his ass to leave or I'm calling, and he would have just dipped out. Maybe she feared for her life. Maybe. I don't know what happened. But what I do know is that they say, and this is based on this comment, the tip line wasn't called, which means she probably called the police department directly and told them he here. That ain't no tip. I got stats. This nigga here right now, come get him. He a cheating motherfucker. I want to hit a call for them to know that he was there. I need to hit a call. I know it got to be public. So once I get that call, I'm going to give y'all an update on what's really going on around here because this is despicable. You put all your trust in this woman, and then she called the people on you. You're going back down, bro. You ain't never coming back up. Your first flaw was to not think you should get out this country. That was your first flaw, buddy. You were smart, but just not smart enough. You got to be smarter than the people that are looking for you. And this is what I say about the cartel as well. If you want to be and work with the cartel, you got to be smarter. If you the cartel, you try to sneak and smuggle stuff, you gotta have the mindset of the police. What would the police do if they were you? That's how you get away from them. Okay? Maybe in his next life he can do this crime again, or if security is whack because somehow they said a woman helped him get out. What that dude with the tattoos on his face say? He said that the woman that was the guard let the gate open and let them out. He immediately snitched on Shorty. I think she got fired. That was the guard that was originally at the New Orleans prison that was holding him. He said they were let out and he didn't break out. Nigga, give him another life sentence just because he ignorant. You still broke out, sir. You weren't supposed to leave. You left, okay? And I understand your life is your life is at jeopardy. So in that case, so be it. My man should have did something smarter and got out the country, learned Spanish, learned anything. He just should have got out the country, got a citizenship elsewhere, new identity. Everybody else do it. Should have thought a little better, bro. Should have went to Russia. Shit, I don't know. But you shouldn't have stayed in America. The resources all here. They ain't got to go nowhere. At least if you would have left, they would have had to send the FBI or even the CIA to come get you. But you would have lived a little longer. Different lifestyle, would have lived differently. And probably lived off maybe a 20 more years of your life. Now, you're 28 years old, probably going to die at like 87. You only got like 60 years left, but that's going to be behind the cell, protecting your butthole. It's your boy, Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video for the YouTube algo. Lastly, don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy, Savage. Let's go. Peace.